So a few weeks ago I moved house into a ground floor flat on my own, and today I thought I'd show you a bit of a tour of the place, see where I'm living. And with that being the main door into the flat, this is the main living space, which I think you agree is quite spacious for a one bedroom flat. There's a separate little kitchen area here I quite like. It came with the fridge, the cooker which I don't use. Most of the other stuff is mine. Lots of washing up to do there, you can see. A bit of junk on the breakfast bar here. I really like this because I've never really had a breakfast bar before. The trouble with the renting is I don't know how long I'm going to stay somewhere, so the idea of having a table and chairs seems less convenient because for one thing I live on my own, for two it's just more junk to move each time, so I'm going to try and get 2 bar stools to go in here just in case I have company. That gives me a good place then to sit and eat my food, but currently it's a good place to just dump things, you know. It's like being in a workshop. Any horizontal surface it just gets covered in crap. The kitchen itself, the most surprising thing about this I found was that there is not one single drawer in here. So my cutlery tray currently lives on top of the fridge here. In that top corner we have the fuse box. You can see the landlord's tried to box it in a bit, but it's not. I'm going to try and make a door to go over that just to make it a little bit nicer. It might be a little bit drafty as well, I'm not too sure. If we look inside some of these cupboards, see a bit of wood filler there. That's not me. You see the back there has popped out of place. The ironic thing about this is that it's fine for bowls like that, but with large plates, I put it there for instance, the door won't close properly. Where it's popped out, it just about fits. In other areas you have screw heads that are visible. That's kind of disappointing. There's also an obvious gap down the back behind the cabinets. Looking beneath the sink, there's a nice convenient hole there to open the door with. All my heating in here is electric, so the hot water is powered by this thing here. It works well, it's instant as well. There is room for a dishwasher next to this space where I put my bin, but again, if I'm not staying here long term, I don't want to have another large, bulky and heavy item to bring in and move again. This is very hard to show on a camera, but this floor is anything but flat and level. If you look carefully here, you might be able to see a ridge just along that line there. I suspect there was some kind of water damage in the past because if you look in some areas, it's quite rippled. I don't know if you can see it at all. You might see the odd bubble maybe there. Yeah, you can see that I think. And the same thing's in the hallway as well. Out there, you can't really see that. But it's not a kind of first-rate, top-of-the-market flat. If you look at the plinths here, again, wood screws. More wood screws. And best of all is this one here, because the wood screws are doing nothing at all. There is a working cooker hob, oven grill thing here, which I don't actually use. So when I last lived on my own, I had no oven, no grill, so I had this combi microwave oven, which is actually pretty good. It has like a convection oven feature as well, so I could do cooked meals for one person. But I still had no hob, so I bought this one, which is an induction hob. And again, that's really good for a single person doing like, you know, one small meal or something. It's instant heat and it works really well. So I've stuck with that setup for now. I think it should be a bit cheaper as well than using some old appliances. This corner over here is currently saved for my recycling bins. We now need 2 of the green ones from my local council. I don't know why we need 2 of them, because it seems just take up more space. I have a selection of junk here, apart from this mop bucket, which was left by the previous person. This is stuff I'm going to get rid of, just clutter I'm going to clear out very soon. Probably be giving most of it away to whoever will take it. Moving along, I've got my bookshelf, because I can't fix things to the walls here. I think there's some more clothes I'm going to get rid of in that bag actually. This is my meditation stool. One day soon you'll see a video of that, because that's quite interesting to make. I'll come to the storage heaters later on. This is my computer desk and the chair I made at college 3 years ago. It's English walnut for the seats and ash for the backs and legs and everything else. Yeah, I've got a printer there as well. And beyond that I have my guitars, which I can't play. There's 2 electric ones and an acoustic one inside here. Beyond that, a few bits and pieces. My CD collection is vastly outgrown the rack I made about 8 years ago. So I'm not sure what to do about this. Whether I just make another one if I can get the time, or do I try and downsize my CD collection? Because over on this side I have so many DVDs, it's ridiculous. That box broke when I picked it up even. They're all over the floor. I've got well over 100 in both boxes. I want to try and downsize them because I never watch them. There's just no point in keeping half of them because you see them on TV anyway. That box over there is full of, well, about half full of computer games. I'll keep those for now, but I don't think I'll have them in the long term. There's my TV and a little cabinet I made, also in 2010. I think that was after college I made that one. But this thing here is not my own work, I must say. It's from IKEA. It was here when I moved in, and because it was broken and in pieces, I'm currently trying to mend it, hoping that the top will somehow level out and reduce the bow under the force of gravity. I have a little side table here that was made to go with the armchair. If it was clear you could see the top, but there you go. English walnut again. Moving into the bedroom. It's enough for one person again. I am living out of bags at the minute because I still haven't got a chest of drawers or anything suitable. I want to try and find like a small tool boy or something. Not a large chest. I'll see what's around. This my wardrobe is an IKEA clothes stand, which I got from Free Cycle. That's brilliant. Just what I wanted. It flat packs, you can put it away in a car or whatever next time I move, and when I'm in between changing clothes or whatever I can just throw them on top like this. It looks messy, but it's actually quite tidy, I think. Unlike my bed, which is always a bit of a mess. On this window I've installed a thermal roller blind. The idea is it will keep some of the heat in the room, keep some of the cold out, and also some of the daylight as well. Because these windows are just single glazed, there's no double glazing in this place, and it does get very cold, and I'll come to that in a moment. Before I do, just make a note that I have an oil filled radiator here, supplied by the landlord, and another one over here as well. So now I'll go into the bathroom. And again, it's enough for one person. That cardboard there, it's doing its job now, but it can't stay long term. It has no thermal efficiency, even though it stops the neighbours from seeing me when I'm in here. So I have a shower, no bath, which is fine. All the basics really. Sink, no mirror unfortunately. although I have put that piece up there. You can see I'm wearing a coat as well because it's pretty cold in here. I don't know what this is. It was left behind by the previous occupant. It has an IKEA stamp on it somewhere. It's a little box they made a few years ago for cleaning things. There's some more in the living space actually. The toilet seat needs realigning or bashing together because it's not properly together. But one thing I will say is there's no heating in this bathroom. I get hot water from the electric heater, but there's no hot water. No, sorry, no, not one radiator. And so I do have two of these night storage heaters in this property, but neither of them are working at the moment. When I moved in, this one was working for a time. The light still comes on at night time when it is switched on. I've tried different settings and all sorts, but there's no longer any heat coming out in the mornings, so I'm trying to get my landlord to fix this, and also the one in the bedroom, because the one in there, it gives me nothing. No light, nothing at night or in the day at all, just it's not working at all. But clearly he's aware of the problem because we have this one here and one in the bedroom as well. One of my duties as a tenant involves looking after the paintwork in this place and giving it a new coat of paint because it does need it. I'm currently thinking of, I've been advised to paint it a warmer colour by a friend, so I'm thinking of kind of a yellow maybe, but not too much of a yellow, because that would look stupid. But yeah, it needs painting. It has these two wooden beams. The one over here needs filling as well because there's some large cracks in it. And some signs of damp as well, by the looks of it. But I'm not a fan of painting. I think when it's a bit warmer, maybe I'll try and paint the walls at least and just fill the holes in the ceiling. So as the lettings agent said when I first viewed the place, it is what it is and you do get what you pay for in this game. But I like the space, so I like the area, I'm quite warm to it, even though it's quiet. It's what I like, so I'd like to stay for a little while. But yeah, there's work to be done, and I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the tour. Please leave any comments or suggestions you might have, and I'll see you again soon.